Hello Monsters. Today we're going to check the clutch and adjust it on the Monster Moto mini bike. On your Monster Moto mini bike, you may find at some point that the clutch is out of adjustment. You'll be able to tell this because it'll want to get away from you even though the throttle's turned off, and it may make a chattering sound. If that's the case, we need to adjust the clutch and lube it. Little preventative maintenance on it. We'll go into that right now. A nice feature of the Monster Moto mini bike is that we have a two-piece chain guard. We're going to go ahead and take this apart right now. Anytime you need to adjust the chain or do any clutch work, this works really, really well. Screw on the top, screw on the bottom. And we have two 10mm bolts that we need to remove. One of the bolts is down here underneath. A second bolt is up on top, so we'll get those out of the way. Loosen. So we're going to take this last bolt out. Slide the unit out. And as you can see, the clutch assembly is exposed. The front of the chain's exposed. We can tell how much adjustment we're going to be able to get out of that, or we can work on the clutch from here. After you take your chain guard off, the front portion, we're going to want to take the chain tensioner off so we can get the chain off of the clutch mechanism. So we're going to go ahead and do that. It's a 10mm in the front and it's a 13mm nut in the back. Just keep an eye on how this goes together. Let's see. It's got a bushing in there. Washer, nut. Set that aside. Okay, so now that we have the chain tensioner off and we have some slack in the chain, we're going to go ahead and remove it from the back here. That will give us plenty of play in the front to remove it. And we're going to go ahead and take our 10mm and we're going to take that off. Put a screwdriver in the back to hold it in place, kind of keep it tight. Take that off. Slide this assembly off. First thing we want to do is take the snap ring off. Use a pair of snap ring pliers for this. Go ahead and set that on the side there. Pull this apart. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lubricate this washer. There's actually a washer right there. We're going to lubricate the washer, this surface, and this inside surface right here with grease. So we're taking a high temperature grease here. Put a little bit on the washer. Set that aside. We're going to get some on this. You want to keep the grease off the clutch itself, the clutch plates. Lube up the inside of this. There we go. Once we have it all lubed up, Slide it back together. We're going to take our snap ring, put our snap ring back in. Make sure that it's in the little race for it. You can tell because it's sliding around just like it's supposed to. Perfect. We're ready to slide it back on. This is a keyed unit, has a little key in it, has a slot for the key. You're going to put it in the same way. Slides on like that. Ready to put the retainer back in. Screwdriver in the back, hold it in place. That's good. So what we want to do is we want to take our chain, put it back on our front sprocket, and we're going to put on our chain guard, or our chain tensioner. And take that, put the bushing back in place. Chain tensioner itself. Make sure that the chain's up above the chain guard, inside of it. Okay. Washer. And our nut. We're going to go ahead and snug that down. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and adjust this. Should be right there. And we're ready to put our cover back on. Put the tabs inside. There we go. There we go. Tighten this up. Place these two screws. And our clutch maintenance is complete. If you have any other questions about your Monster Moto product, please feel free to call us at our toll-free number, 855-833-6483, or visit us on the web at www.monstermoto.com, where you'll find various service videos, and your closest authorized Monster Moto repair center.